Hello and welcome! This is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more Rimworld, returning to a town named Sallvation. And after we had that fire inside, we have a lot of scrap metal sitting around, and I'm actually curious, does that... Oh yeah, it is definitely ugly. Oh, the batteries are ugly too. Oh, you know what? I wonder if there's a power conduit I missed. Oh yeah, surely there is. That is definitely redundant, so we don't need that. So we'll just come in here and deconstruct the power conduits. Okay, and also we need to haul the steel. Scrap, because it's definitely ugly. I don't know if there's anything I can do about the batteries. Not mentioning they're like shoddy quality or anything like that, which, you know, furniture would normally cause it to be ugly. I guess batteries are just inherently ugly. So, there's not really anything I can do about that. Alright, let's go ahead and continue here. And currently... we have an eclipse, which is making me think it's nighttime. I was kind of wondering why everybody was active and how Mitch is still asleep, which is normally what you wouldn't see when it's dark like this. And currently we're doing a bit of mining. And I guess I should open up what mining I have going, because I want to find more resources. That's one thing that we're really lacking on this map. Oh, you know what? This looks like a pocket here. Let me take a look at that. So we'll mine here. You know, and while we're at it, I might as well tell them to mine the jade. Then I've got, looks like some steel over here. I'll tell them to do that. Okay. And a little bit more steel over here. Alright. Okay. Ooh, area review. Oh, okay, that would be over here. Oh, just a little tiny pocket, so nothing really major. I'd like to find more of those, though, because I think it might give me the possibility of finding resources, which is what I'm doing a lot of this mining for, is just to find resources other than steel, because, honestly, steel, we're good. But it's the other resources that we're lacking. Components, things like that. So... alright. Wolf eating a squirrel over there. Just canvassing the area, making sure I'm not missing any mining opportunities. So all of this, I don't see any resources, but there could be some, like, you know, in the middle, obviously. I could do... okay, the eclipse is over. Exploratory mining. But I'm not going to do that until we're, like, desperate. Also, I could set up more power here. Oh, and another thing, while I'm thinking about it, is the temperature stuff. There's rooms still that look like they don't have any ventilation, which was a problem during the fire, because heat could build up in the room and lead to heat stroke. And... it's winter now, so out of all the things that I need, probably more heaters would be nice. Because right now I have 2 air conditioning units and 2 heaters, and I don't know if that's really doing that good of a job of heating the entire... it's doing an okay job. But the outdoor temperature is really not all that, you know, cold, so... I don't know, we'll have to test it out when we get a cold snap or a heat wave to see how well air conditioning is doing for us, but for now... components are low, so I'm not going to really mess with that. Alright, well, I think that's pretty much what we're going to be doing, is continuing to try and find resources. So, I guess I'll just continue with the orders for mining. And the jade, was that mined out? Ooh, we've got more in there. Okay. There's something here. Might as well mine that out. And... nothing's been finished over here. I find it interesting that they oftentimes path do the further away jobs rather than the closer ones. But I guess I'll go ahead and continue with this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to collect the steel, obviously. I'm thinking about steel. Would it be a good idea maybe to reinforce the outside doors to make them steel as well? To make it... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. So I'm going to start replacing these doors. We'll start with this one as it is the most important. Now, I think if we don't make it an auto door, it will be slow to open and close. But you know what? I think that's all right. So we're going to use steel doors, as we have a lot of steel to burn. I want to prioritize these doors because without them there, then it's, you know, a free entrance into the base, pretty much. Right past the traps, which we obviously don't want. And once that job is done, I'm probably going to wait until daytime so we have more workers. But I'll go through and I'll break down the rest of the doors. Guess I can do a little at a time. She's already working on building the next door. Oh, nope. She canceled the job to go deconstruct. Not really what I want them to be doing. Alright, well, in any case, the next shift will be up soon. There we go. Starting to get people. And we'll go ahead and queue the other jobs to be done. You know, it'll be easier if I go to the deconstruct tool here. We'll have to see how slow this is. To open and close. But considering the abundance of steel I have right now, I think it's worth it. Speaking of abundance of steel, wasn't there a way that I could make armor? Oh, add bill. Alright. Make armor vest. And I could also make helmets. Let's see what the armor vest costs. Because I'm sure I'm wearing a lot of, like, shoddy. Alright, so I just want details. Alright, so because it takes components, that's awful. Alright, add bill. Military helmet. See details of that. Yeah, see, that requires 2 components, too. See, that's why I haven't been doing these, because I'm so low on components. That's really not a good idea for me right now. Yeah. I don't feel like there's any of these that I can do. Unless the Kevlar helmet. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, see, 2 components, 70 steel. We can't do that. Alright. Unless I'm misreading. Well, you know, maybe I'm misreading it. Let me take a look at that again. So, details. Yeah, I think that is correct. So over here is where the cost is. Alright. That would be nice, but components are too short to be doing things like that. Alright, so these doors need doing. I'm going to keep the inner doors wood. I think that's fine. Matter of fact, door opening speed 100% versus 120, so it's slightly slower. And I built the stone door over here. Yeah, so stone doors are really slow. Steel doors aren't too bad, though. But this lessens the likelihood they'll just smash through. What does the auto door give me? Huh. Doesn't really make the doors speed any better, so I don't know. Maybe the auto door is a waste of resources, I guess. I'm almost tempted to do the inner doors, too. I mean, why not? Maybe that will encourage them to go through the traps rather than just, like, going through half of them and then making a attempt through the door. I mean, I've never seen that. Usually they attack the outer doors. Doesn't mean that they won't. Also, I forgot, I'm working on doubling up the walls. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is slate, correct? Yeah. Get some slate. Yes. Probably going to have to do something like that and then come across here because we can't block this way. All right. Unfortunately, we have Darcy working on the stone cutting because she has a habit of doing that over the other jobs. And again, we need the stone cutting, so I don't want to cancel the job. I forget, did I ever get on that? Yeah, I did. Okay. I have quite a lot of cloth. Might be a good thing to sell if we ever have traders coming in. Now, sandstone is really lacking. And if I want to keep the stones being roughly the same, then that's, you know, a little bit of a problem. Of course, I don't need to do that. I'm just doing it for aesthetic purposes. And we need now limestone. Oh, we got some cargo pods. Okay, where are we on limestone? 202. So, go ahead and do this wall. And this wall. Alright, I don't know if we'll be able to afford quite all of that, but that's okay. Oops. I meant to click on it, I right-clicked. I'm gonna have to find the cargo pods myself manually. They shouldn't have popped, so... But they might not have landed yet either. Ooh, is this it? Oh, there we go. Get some free granite. Okay, we'll take that. At least I hope that was what the cargo pod was. That was obviously a mistake to... Alright, I don't see anything else that's jumping out at me, so I think that is the cargo pod that landed. Alright. Well, that makes things better, because I believe this is granite over... No, this is slate, is it? Oh, that's granite. And this is slate. Okay. Well, in any case, it gives me some stone, so... But the wall job is almost done, I would say. I may have to prioritize Sally Joe here to craft over construction. Because where is she on construction? She's a 3. I'm actually going to lower that on her. And then we're going to draft and undraft her. Because I'd prefer her to craft. I mean, she still has stuff to haul. But that way she's crafting instead of Darcy. Of course, she goes to bed soon, but... we can have the day shift work on the wall. Fortunately, Darcy is indeed working on that. And I'll let it go because Sally Joe's going to go to bed anyway, but it's frustrating because this is time that we need to be making components. Matter of fact, I'm going to suspend this bill. And I'm actually... I was going to say running low on food, but I'm not, to be honest with you. I'm running out on fine meals because we don't have enough ingredients. I really don't like suspending that because we need the job done. But while Sally Joe's asleep, I will suspend the job. And then I'll turn it back on when she wakes up. And I think that will work nicely. And I'll feel a little bit more confident once the walls are doubled up. Now, I don't know if that will actually really make us any safer against the bandits or pirates, but... Oh, what is this? Alright, so it's affecting the women. How intense is it? Let's see. Medium. Okay. Well, we're going to have to watch out for that for those that usually have a little bit more mood problems, a la Min and Darcy. So far, okay. It only last a few days, it said, but we don't know for sure. Oh, and there's our first signs of possible cracking. Oh, it went away very quickly, though. And there, it's back again and gone again. And then back again and then gone again. Well, no, not quite gone this time. There was a time when all we had was women, so something like that would have been pretty bad. But we still have a majority women, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus... How many total do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's almost 50-50. A little bit favoring women. But we did have 2 women die on us. These were both women, so... There was a time where Mitch was the only guy around. Well, it's been pretty quiet lately. We haven't had many events. I mean, outside of the fire that happened. We haven't had any real bad events. Ooh, that was a little bit of a stutter. Oh, cargo pods. Okay, this time, we're going to jump to the location. Ooh, gold. That's nice. Seeing how we don't have any gold on map, that's definitely nice. And I believe everybody is constructing over mining, so we're going to have to wait on that. But... just checking the different mining spots to see if there's anything I need to expand out. Alright, walls are almost done. Those steel doors did consume quite a lot of my steel, though, because I had maybe 400 worth. How much do those actually cost? Let's see. 25 apiece, huh? Well, it is quite a lot of doors, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, Sally Joe's awake. I'm gonna go ahead and... Oops. I had to click the bills button. There we go. Now, whether or not Darcy will just override it, I don't know. Of course. Of course that's what she's gonna do. Stop that. Where is Sally Joe? Oh, okay, now she's doing it. Good. I mean, we need to have Darcy pretty much 24/7 working on component construction. And she is doing it, but... maybe not as fast as I'd like. Alright, how much granite out of that mess did we get? Not a whole lot. And this was granite down here? Okay. We still have a little bit of slate, so I'll go ahead and set that up. So, slate here. There. And... I don't think there's any other slate anywhere, so I'll move on to the granite. And we'll just do that around the corner. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that correct? Oh, yeah. Darker is slate. Okay, good. Then I don't have a lot of limestone left. Where is it? 62. All right, so I will queue up some limestone walls. There. You know, one thing I haven't really checked is which walls are better. I would imagine, yeah, they kind of go in a logical way, so... granite's probably, yeah, one of the better ones. And then limestone. And then sandstone. Wherever that... yeah, there we go. Sandstone. And then slate is the worst. Okay, well... that's interesting. I mean, I don't have that much slate. I mean, this is a whole bunch of slate, obviously, and a weak spot of the wall, but... oh. Okay, we got a couple things going on here. There are people who have a relationship with the colonists or prisoners in their arriving group. And then we've got a trade caravan. Okay. Jump to the location. Min should be up. So, have you trade with Tony. And who's the relationship? Town guard Tiffy. Alright, well, it's not like a slave or anything, so there's no need to rescue anyone. Alright. This might be a good opportunity to trade my cloth, because I have a ton of it. Alright, so what do they got? They've got some gold, don't need. They have plasteel, which they're actually selling on a discount. I actually do need that, but what I'm more concerned about is components. Components, they have 4. I'm going to take them all. But then I'm going to sell them. Let's say 600. Oh, it's not letting me input. Maybe I have to... oh, negative 600 is what I need. Okay, 600. I might even be able to do more than that. Let's do 800. Okay. I mean, it doesn't sell for much, but I mean, it's worth it, I think, to sell. And is there anything here that we don't have a lot of? I guess goat hide. We can sell all of that. We can sell this as well. That's probably from Chris. Okay. Do we buy the plasteel too? Plasteel is pretty expensive. And we're going to need it. Let's just look at what else they've got here. They've got some cows. I could buy one of those. Oh, no, wait, these are my cows. They also have a male and female camel. I don't know if there's anything you can do with camels other than eat them. I could also sell some of my food. I don't know if that's really a good idea. But this nutrient paste is probably going to go bad because I don't think anybody's eating it. So, you know what? We'll get rid of that. And... I'm torn on whether to buy the plasteel or not. It's very expensive. Part of me says to do it because it's necessary. But you know what? I'm not going to. We'll just take the silver and the components and be happy with what we've got. Alright. Another 4 components onto the pile. Probably time to start thinking about doing more power generation, as we've got another geothermal right near the base. One over here, but that's a little bit further away. And I'm not having any power issues, but it's probably getting close. Oh, okay, good. The psychic drone's over. Getting close to time. So you know what? I think we go ahead and just build it now. I am low on stone, though, so it will be hard to build a wall around it. So you know what? Maybe we wait until we get some more stone. Where's Darcy? Probably stone cutting, yeah. Why does she go so far away to get the stones? There's stones right over here. You know what I need to do? I need to tell people to start hauling stone. Matter of fact, I'm going to have them haul all of this and all of this. All that stuff. That's probably part of the problem. Now, some of this stuff I keep around for cover's sake, but we need to start bringing the stone in so that the stone cutters don't have to go so far away to do their job. And I'm hoping we got the components in the silver already. I think we did. I might have actually gotten a little carried away with this job, but we have a couple people around that can't actually haul, so they'll be doing other things. Like finishing the wall over here, which I should have enough granite for, right? Or maybe not. Ah, that's probably the reason why not. I don't have enough granite to do it. Alright, that's fine, I guess. Switch over to sandstone. I only have a little bit of sandstone, so I'll need that far. And we've got another 62 of limestone, so I'm going to switch over to that. We'll do that much. Then once this is full up, I'll hold off of the haul jobs. You know, honestly, that's probably good enough. All right, at least leaves some cover behind in case we need it. Of course, cover works both ways, so you know, enemy can use that against us as well. When they try and breach a wall, they can be behind the cover. Alright, the caravan's leaving. That's fine. Oh, you know what? I realize his light is missing. So go get another one. He's not going to have it, though, until probably the morning. Because Sally Joe is preoccupied with this. In any case, I think this is a good point to put a cut in the video. So the wall's almost doubled up. I just have a couple more little bits to finish off. Now, I don't have any more granite, so I'm probably going to have to finish it with a different kind of rock. That's not really that big of a deal, in my opinion. As a matter of fact, we have slate, so I'll just go ahead and do that now while I'm thinking about it. Slate, slate. Yeah, I could do it without a jade. That would be interesting. And that should be it. Just that little bit there. Well, I guess there's stone to be done here and stone to be done here, but we can do that later. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.